Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly reading for June 6th to June 12th. I want to quickly thank each and every one of you for supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. Now let's find out what Spirit has in store for you this week. Hi and welcome back, Leo, or welcome, Leo. Nice to see you and hope that you're ready to hear what Spirit is saying to me for you this week. And let's go ahead and get started with the King of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. The Eight of Wands, the Empress, ooh, the Wheel of Fortune, I like the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Swords. So, nice balance of your action and your challenge. You know, if you've watched before, you know I love that. But because you have the Empress and the King of Cups, I think I'd like to start there. So let's start with the King of Cups, your emotional card. The King of Cups represents, he represents that sense of full enjoyment, that blessed life, emotional and just all around good feeling, that sense of major abundance, like you are on top of the world, sense of major celebration. So the King of Cups is all those things incorporated. But then with the Empress, I always look at the Empress as an emotional card, simply because she does represent beauty. She represents rich abundance. In the case of younger people, also represents fertility. You see, she sits at the base of the tree. She's got her family crest. So she's all about the family and a sense of beauty, like in nature, and nurturing. The Empress definitely is a very nurturing, represents very, very nurturing energies. So that, along with the King of Cups, I just feel like this is going to be a strong reading for family. Family and those you love, a good sense of celebration, happiness, lots of good things going on for you. It is the summer, so this might be a time for a family reunion. This might be time for, you know, graduations, things like that, where you are going to see family you probably haven't seen in years. That's just natural. So I'm hoping that's happening for you, and that it's a wonderful experience, that you are definitely nurturing and just having a great time with your loved ones. So that being said, let's go to your action. Let's see what's going on for you this week in the action, in the way of action. So with the Four of Swords, that is speaking to romance or marriage. That is the card that is very much into that steady abundance. So in this case, because it does also link itself to like romance and marriage, I would say with that family vibe, that loved one vibe that's going on, this would mean that you are actually getting that steady abundance in the emotional realm. Everything is going very well with your family. If there's been any turmoil, I see it just kind of ironing itself out, because you are going to be in that mixed crowd. You're going to be with a lot of other people. And so if there's been any family animosity, any family squabbles that have been going on, this might be a good week to just lay that gauntlet down, lay it down and say, you know what, I am so happy to be around you. This is such a wonderful, wonderful event, a good reason to be together. Let's just enjoy that. And then hopefully that will culminate in and form into a good relationship again for you. With the Eight of Wands, that represents changes and being able to handle more than one thing at a time. Also represents travel. So again, here, if we're talking about these family gatherings, things that are going to cause you to travel, positive family gatherings, positive gatherings of your loved ones, that's what I'm seeing with your action this week, Leo. Action is definitely saying that you are going to be in tune with that passionate side of yourself where you are just giving into the love and the affection and just the the sense of goodness and happiness that surrounds that is very much abundant when you're with your family or people who you love. With your challenge, you have the King of Swords. King of Swords speaks to fully understanding a complex situation. It normally deals with contractual things or law. So if that's the case, working with that Four of Swords and all this emotion and all this love, you might be thinking about marriage. So if you are Leo, looks like it's a good time. I mean, you have all of these things speaking to long-term relationships, loved ones, family members. So it could be a very good time to move forward with that. And with the King of Swords saying that it's talking about contractual matters, but being aware of the understanding. It's a complex situation. So bringing a little bit more of mind into that, or thinking about this situation as opposed to just all of the warm fuzzies and the lovey-dovey. The King of Swords is giving you that head on your shoulders to consider that action from the Four of Swords and talking about this family involvement. Then we have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords represents choices and decisions being made regardless of your feelings. So being able to speak your mind is what that always makes me think of. So even though things are going to be very pleasant, some old rivalries or some old problems are going to be falling to the wayside this week, you still have that. You have to overcome that resentment. You have to learn to compromise. You have to really take in the fact that if all these, and this is along the lines of if it's a family argument or something that has been a thorn in the family side or the relationship that we're referring to, you're going to realize, okay, well, I do have to compromise, and I do have to kind of set my feelings aside and stop being so pig-headed about this. So my way or the highway about this. I have to be open to discussion in order for it to work. So that's what that's saying, Leo. So you have a bit of domineering personality, a bit of a domineering personality. So this might be a little bit difficult for you, but you know that it's necessary. And the Wheel of Fortune is just telling you things keep moving. So they're going to keep moving anyway. Why would you want to have this negative activity? Why would you want to have this negative feeling hanging around you, this dark cloud over your head, when you could be having this wonderful time with these people who you obviously love? So just roll with it. Get past your own personal feelings is what it's saying. And then last but not least, your Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles represents creativity and recognition. So just being, well, like I said, being recognized. In this case, it might be among your family, an upswing in your enthusiasm and wanting to do things, wanting to accomplish this mending of fences. So I see very, very strong emotional ties being reconnected this week, Leo. So just give in, and really consider, is whatever was the problem big enough to give up that link, give up that connection? Probably not. Think about it. Thank you for joining me, and I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energy show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you all.